I am going to be showing you what my 2-year-old toddler eats in a day. Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe so you guys can keep up with our lifestyle content and you don't miss any videos. You guys can see it by the title and the thumbnail. I am going to be showing you what my 2-year-old toddler eats in a day. Obviously, every day is a little bit different with her meal. She doesn't eat the exact same thing every day, but it pretty much follows along the same kind of guidelines for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She's not too picky, but she's definitely particularly picky with certain food groups like meats and vegetables especially. She's pretty good with her starches and her fruits. That's one thing I know she will always eat is fruit, so that kind of helps that she gets her nutrients in that way, and she's not super picky. And she definitely likes to snack. She is a little bit of a foodie and a snacker, just like her mom and her dad. We are very fortunate that she's not too picky and she's a good eater. She likes to eat good big portions as well, so that kind of goes hand in hand. Sometimes she doesn't always eat lunch, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to be giving her lunch to show you guys what she eats, show you guys her plate when she finishes her meals, to show you most of the time she finishes them. Sometimes she doesn't always, but yeah, let's just get right into it. So to start her off with breakfast this morning, I gave her some yogurt bites. She absolutely loves these ones. These ones are strawberry and banana, and they're a very quick and easy breakfast snack. So she typically gets these with her breakfast. And then for this morning, we also gave her an apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain. This is another snack that we always tend to keep in stock because she absolutely loves her granola bars, and another quick and easy thing for breakfast. Typically with breakfast, I will give her a fruit. This morning she got banana because that is just what we had. And when I offer her bananas, I do offer her a full banana. Sometimes she will eat a full banana, sometimes she will not. So it just kind of depends on how she's feeling. This morning with her breakfast, I decided to give her some milk, but she is still learning how to drink from open cups. She's usually pretty good. I think I just filled it up too much, so we took that away so that she could finish her breakfast. So this is how much she ended up eating with her breakfast. She did not finish her banana or her yogurt bites, but that is totally fine. She doesn't every morning. So for lunch, I ended up cooking her up an egg and adding some everything bagel seasoning in with that. Typically with her lunch, I try to give her some type of protein, and it's usually a meat, but because we didn't have any today, I cooked her an egg, so she still gets her protein that way. And then even though she's very picky with her vegetables, I will still go out of my way to always offer them to her. So I was just cutting up some cucumber for her. I do feel better about cutting up her food in smaller slices. I never was the mom to be comfortable with baby led weaning. It just gives me a lot of anxiety, and I know my daughter, she shoves the whole thing in her mouth at one go, no matter how big the piece is, so little pieces just work better for her. And then her last thing with her lunch is just some goldfish. She absolutely loves crackers, goldfish. Sometimes I give her some veggie chips, and then with her drink for lunch, I gave her some apple juice diluted with water, and she did way better than drinking this than she did with the milk earlier this morning. So at least she tried her cucumber, but she quickly put it down after attempting to eat it. This is how much she ended up eating. After that, she did not touch her cucumbers, but she finished all of her egg and her goldfish. Then sometime in between at lunch and dinner, she's usually hankering around for a snack. So for today's snack, I decided to give her a chocolate chip bear paw. I usually get these ones or the banana ones for her. She does really like these, but again, I just break them up in smaller pieces. Otherwise, she shoves the entire thing into her mouth and chokes on it. But when they're in small pieces and easy for her to grab, she does a lot better with them that way. So now it is time for dinner, and Skylar-may is usually pretty good at having whatever we have with dinner, but tonight we had some roast potatoes and veggies, and when we cut up roast potatoes for her, they're a little bit too soft for her liking. So for her starch tonight, I decided to fry her up these long cut fries, and then I'm just gonna cut them up for her. We also made some chicken, and I seasoned hers with just some salt and pepper, so they weren't too seasoned for her. She doesn't like too much seasoning on her chicken, so that breast is just for her. And then to pair with her chicken, I try and give her a fruit or a veggie, knowing hopefully that she'll eat her fruit. Almost 9 times out of 10, I gave her some kiwi tonight because again, that is just what we had this week. And then those are her cut up potatoes that I made for her. And then I cut up her chicken in small pieces as well. And with her drink for dinner tonight, I just decided to give her some water. Water is her favorite beverage, actually. She prefers it over milk or juice. She has a terrible habit of putting her feet onto her table, so sometimes I do have to put her tray on her chair. I also do that if she doesn't sit still when she's eating her dinner. She does like to move around a lot, so sometimes she doesn't always sit in her table and chair, but for the purpose of this video, I am trying to teach her that meal times mean you can relax. I usually do put a cartoon or a movie on for her while she eats because it keeps her kind of distracted, so she eats more that way, if that makes sense, opposed to vice versa, which I know some kids don't do well with distractions during food, but she's not one of them. So this is how much she ended up eating for dinner that night. She ate some of her chicken, but definitely didn't finish it, but she happily ate the rest of everything. And then she usually has one more snack before bedtime. Tonight she just had 2 of these arrowroot cookies and the rest of her water. And then we usually let her color or read a couple books to her, and that is it. So that pretty much concludes what she eats in a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not exactly the same, like I mentioned before, like every day, every time we go grocery shopping, we try to switch it up a little bit to give her a variety of food. Some of the options aren't the healthiest, but what can you do? Moms, if you know, if you have a slightly picky or a very picky toddler, you know how hard it is. Obviously, we want them to eat, so we're gonna give them what they like to get something into them. Something's better than nothing. So some days are definitely harder than others. I obviously keep offering her vegetables and stuff like that to try to get her to eat them, hoping that one day she will, but this is typically kind of what she eats in a day. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more kinds of videos like this, I can do a what my toddler and I eat in a day as well, if that's something you'd be interested in. Let me know in the comment section down below. But that is it for this video, and that concludes the video for what Skylar-may, my 2-year-old toddler, eats in a day. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below for more content like this. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys have any recipes for your picky eaters? What does your toddler like to eat? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until then, we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.